Torp here. I'm going to start this video off with after further review, since it is football season. After further review, I think we've said enough about Sin City. Since he admitted what he did, there you go. But I didn't see this coming. This I did not see. I can understand it, but I didn't see it. We have a new channel here on YouTube, apparently. Pedro and Hannibal. Really? So, what did I just witness? First off, I subscribed to the channel. I left a comment, and then I shared it. I certainly don't want this going unnoticed. About life coaches. They're harping on fake Eli. Or should I say, in quote, YouTube drama with the fake coach Eli. I'll be honest with you, as I always am. Fake coach Eli. First thing I heard right as that live began was that Hannibal was stroking his elite friend's braided back about how great of a life coach he was, Pedro. He's apparently he's a real coach, a real life coach, a coach of some sort. In other words, he helps people obtain their dreams. That's what coaches do. They make them better. And Hannibal said this about Pedro, after Hannibal knows full good and well that Pedro just let the cat out of the bag about the whole Glitchgate thing, which screwed up almost everybody that was using Pedro and Sin City to make better money in life. You know, they needed a coach, Hannibal. And the one they got was Pedro and Sin City. So, a little weak on that point, bro. Maybe it could have been done a little better on your part, Hannibal, to pick a coach that has destroyed so many people's pocketbooks. I know, I'm sorry, Hannibal, my microphone's not as big as yours. But I think my mouth is. I think our mouths are about the same size. We reach the same level of attention and an audience, or so it seems. But the fact that you guys contradicted your live with saying the fake coach Eli, after what we just witnessed about our coaches in the past 2 years telling us how to become top dashers, how to bank, how to do all that, how to be more productive in life. So Hannibal's choice to make a channel talking about a coach or coaches was Pedro, the one man that just proved that he does not know how to coach properly. In fact, his coaching will fuck you up. It will fucking destroy your wallet. And the one man that can prove that is Sin City, with his lies, manipulation, and his fraud, his scam. I was kind of shocked that you guys didn't bring that up in your live, but since you didn't, it made my video that much easier. Why was it so hard to bring up what happened with Glitchgate? I'll tell you why it was. Because you two, Hannibal and Pedro, are trying to brush that under the rug and talk about Eli as if he's some sort of stain on everybody. He's just a stain. He's a shit stain, isn't he? That's what he is, isn't he? Well, that's what he is to you. Why? Because like a lot of other gig tubers that have gone through the same hell listening to you fools, we didn't all see it the way that Pedro saw it or the way that Sin City saw it. And now all of a sudden Hannibal's jumping on board trying to, what is that called when you he's trying to push up Pedro a little bit, I guess. He's patting Pedro. There you go. Why is he patting Pedro all of a sudden? Oh, the theories that'll run on that one. The two guys that do nothing but sit in front of a microphone all day trying to tell all of us how to be better people and what's wrong and what's right. You know, our new life coaches, Pedro and Hannibal, apparently. That's the name of their channel is Pedro and Hannibal. And the only thing that those two ever do is get off on the fact that they're being stroked by their audience for big microphones and fancy haircuts and a bunch of shit that does not apply to you in your real life. It might apply to you in your cyber life, but sure the fuck not your bank book, your bank account, or paying your rent. What the fuck, if anything, that these two guys got to do with any of that? I have never seen one thing. Literally. But I thought it was ironic that they popped up with a new channel that they're doing together. They have married the idea that they are sick and tired of bottom dashers complaining. All the while, they are not. Why? Because they have microphones. Because they have rooms full of nice lights. Nothing that we can relate to in real Linda. Nothing that makes our life any better. But they're going to attack Eli, I guess, because Eli is getting attention. He's getting traffic. And I've seen the comments. Sure I have. I mean, really? I mean, get away from Eli as fast as you can. He screwed me over. He screwed over everybody. I'm like, that's funny because this new generation supports him quite well. And I really don't think somebody like Pedro or Hannibal, knowing full good and well what one of their pen leaders did was so bad, is going to really educate us or convince us that Eli is some sort of a bad actor, when in fact all he's doing is speaking the truth. I think that's where you guys get a little jacked up, is when one of the people in the community that you don't like speaks the truth, that's when you jump on them. And really the first thing that I see from your channel, Pedro and Hannibal, and that's actually what it's called, the first thing I see is you attacking another YouTuber, another gig tuber, talking about he doesn't even do the work. He's not actually in the gig community. Well, Hannibal, when was the last time you did a ride along, bro? I have to say, I think Pedro may have, I think. Can't really speak to that too much anymore. He's kind of busy in front of the microphone these days too, but we know he has in the past. Hannibal, I haven't seen you do shit in years. I don't know what the fuck, if anything, you're doing with this. Honestly, I don't. If I miss something, please point it out, and I'm not going to retract it. I'm just going to say, well, unfortunately, I've never seen it. I guess you could do better, huh? Bottom feeders, man. You know what I'm saying? We drink beer. I'm sorry, Hannibal. Our lives don't match up to your standards and Pedro's standards. As we're not quite the great human beings that you two apparently are. And we're still looking for some life coaching to fix that problem. Jeez. So while I said last night that I was only going to tag two channels, which was Pedro and Sin Cities, I do the same thing that everybody else does. Sometimes I have to move on from a statement. But when I move on from it, it just gets better. I never go backwards, I just go forward. Now I have this. And I didn't even see this coming. Pedro and Hannibal, yes. They have 7, oh my God, it's like, they're under 1,000 subscribers right now. And that means as soon as they hit 1,000, Pedro's getting paid again. He's going to split the revenue with Hannibal. He found a new way to get paid. You know what? Fine. That's cool. That shows that his boy Hannibal's got his back. He's like, you know what? Don't let this affect you. We'll pump this up another notch. We'll make this better for you, Pedro. You got so slammed to the ground over the last few months with losing your AdSense and getting found out to be a fucking gig content creator trader. That'd make a great channel name, wouldn't it? I think that belongs to Pedro, honestly. more so to Sin City, but I think we're past Sin City. He already admitted what he did. Everybody's past it now. There's nothing more to prove. This shit's been done, and we get to relax a little bit on that subject because we don't have to speak about it really to the point that we were. But now we got this. Pedro and Hannibal. This is like Sin City 2.0. So what are we supposed to do with this, Hannibal? I don't know. But I'm hoping that you make more videos with Pedro on this, because I'd be honest with you, I thought I was lost after last night. I was like, I don't know where I'm going to go. Now I do. And I'd like to thank you two gentlemen for giving me a purpose yet again. You guys aren't going to cover up the shit stain that you created by joining forces and getting married on a channel. Two compadres that have nobody's best interest in mind other than their own, and they're going to make it look like they're out to be your life coach. Please. You're not going to be anybody's life coach, man. Do you know how much shit we've been through to need a life coach? We've already learned enough. What is it exactly that you're going to coach us on now, Pedro and Hannibal? What exactly are you going to do to coach us? To bring new light to the community that we have not yet seen before? That we are supposed to act as if we are in compliance with your new world order of gig tube work, or social justice, or anything that has to do with life. I'll be honest with you. I would rather pay a psychiatrist $1.75 an hour that actually knows what the fuck they're talking about than to watch you for free. Because I know if I watch you for free, my life will be a train wreck. And it's not one anybody wants to see. To be one of those ones where the fucking chemicals spill over and everybody drinks poisoned water. And then Pedro's still talking about defamation of character. You're the idiot that had fucking Sin City on your live. What do you mean defamation of character, dude? Your character's been flawed big time. You did it yourself. You didn't need us to do it. We just spoke up loud enough where you had no choice but to take the earmuffs off and listen. And when you did, you had to sweep that under the rug with... This is what kills me. He made Sin Cities out to be the scapegoat. I wonder if Sin Cities is ever going to realize that. He got a fucking pass, Pedro did, because he made Sin City the bad guy. I wonder if Sin City even realizes what just happened there. But regardless. Now, Pedro and Hannibal, the new channel, which I shared on YouTube tonight, that's got me fired up. That shit cannot go unnoticed. I don't give a fuck if they get 10 million subscribers. Let's face it, half those will be ours, even knowing that we're not going to get paid for it. The point is the algorithm will catch it. It will make it bigger, and it'll make it a banger. A big banger. I've been so fed up since I started listening to these fools about how to do gig work. I never really had an outlet to explain myself about how pissed off I was about how many bad days I had listening to them because their fucking advice sucked. Now I get a chance to do that, and you all get to be my witness to it. So as I go down this path with Pedro and Hannibal, and the first thing I see is them attacking Eli, I was like, you know what, man? You really shouldn't have done that, only because I don't think you realize the following that Eli has. And he's got my respect. That should fuck you up all the more. So, you know what? If you want to say that Eli's going to fuck me, well, let's just wait for that to happen. If it does happen, we'll deal with that if it does. But so far, it hasn't. So if you want to be my life coach, don't tell me what you want to happen in my life. Why don't you wait for it to happen and then explain to me why I was wrong? Because so far, I've been nothing but 100. And that definitely did not come from life coaches like Pedro or Sin City or fucking Hannibal? Hannibal? That's the only guy I've seen besides Pedro that puts more lights in his room to make him look better, because the editing, the lighting, what is all that about? Are you trying to do Sears 1986 like fucking glamour shots? Why do you have to make yourself look better? Why can't you just come out here raw and 100 and just be real? I suppose maybe that was a bit much. Maybe you are real. Maybe we're just not seeing it clearly. Maybe we need a life coach to teach us what's real. The floor is yours, Hannibal and Pedro. It's about time we got the real 100. From two of the guys that never fuck up, never get it wrong, and have the best friends in the world. Just ask them. Oh, by the way, their best friends are the ones that started Glitchgate. Their best friends are the ones that have been lying to their communities. Their friends. Their audience. AdSense. They've been lying to all those people, but they're our life coach. Speak it, man. Nothing but bars from Pedro and Hannibal. Hear out. I can't fucking wait to hear more about this. To hear how fucked up I am because they say so. Well, we see how far that got them in the last 2 years, haven't we? Oh, you think Glitchgate was bad? Try telling a bunch of motherfuckers that are struggling in the real life, not getting paid on AdSense, just how fucked up we are because we don't agree with the likes of somebody that does not have our back unless we agree with them. And when we do agree with them, it ain't nothing but an elite fucking stroke fest. Just disgusting at best. Fucking a bunch of speaksters riding up on here telling me I'm wrong when they're the ones that are lying and got figured out and now they're going to try it a different way? I don't fucking think so, dude. You took a left in Albuquerque. I've been on the straight road going right the fuck to where I was supposed to go. My destination was met. Yours is so jacked up you had to make up a new one. You're like in-app on DoorDash. You're in-app navigation. You keep on getting it wrong. Well, we keep on setting it straight. I don't think anybody's ever going to be done with that. As long as you keep on telling new drivers how to do shit the wrong way, the wrong thing to believe, and the wrong people to listen to, we're going to keep on putting our fucking roadblocks up. Know that. And what I mean by we is me and anybody that fucking agrees with we're fucking fed up with the likes of these motherfuckers that don't give a shit about us. And we see them manipulating new drivers and new channels into believing in whatever it is that they need to believe in so that these motherfuckers can get paid. Without doing gig work. Ain't that a bitch? It's going to get fancy. Twerp out.